What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, May 7th.
That's right. We're here doing On the Deck. My name is mikO Tolliver. I'm here with our interim general manager, this great guy here. We're going to do updates today, announcements for the station for the whole month of May.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this week? I went to a rooftop party.
For the 4th or the 5th?
It was on the 5th, actually.
Oh, so you didn't celebrate the 4th? May the 4th be with you?
Wait. I'm going to show
Belated?
you how I can top any celebration.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe
Let's
pseudo-top
see. Let's see how
it.
this happens.
Pseudo-top it. So I know that Mark Hamill went to the White House to meet
On
with
May
the
4th?
president. Yeah, to meet the president and it's to celebrate, commemorate May 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took a picture of it on the TV, and then I texted it to his nephew and was like, "Why is your uncle at the White House?" Oh, I know people. I got connections.
Oh, do you? Why don't you invite them over to the show?
Mark Hamill or his nephew?
Both.
Okay. Well, I know what his nephew's going to say.
Prove it. No, I'm kidding.
I
Kidding.
can prove it. His nephew
Prove
will
it.
totally show. Oh, you know what?
That would be amazing.
We might not be able to get Mark Hamill, but we might be able to get his brother, Dr. Hamill.
By the way, we should just get the family members and ask
who
them,
does actually
what's
look
it
a lot like him.
Okay, so
Sorry.
what's it like being a family member of this person? Let's talk to you.
He's told me several stories. But yeah, so
Okay.
that's what I did over the weekend. I texted Mark Hamill's son or nephew, and then I went to a rooftop party on the 5th.
Maybe our show could just be now about 6 degrees of separation, or however many degrees of separation. We just talk to them about this other person.
Well, do you know Kevin Bacon?
No, I don't.
Oh,
But
well-
do you know someone who knows Kevin Bacon? See,
Well,
that's what the
actually,
show's about.
I feel like.
Who do you know?
But I think the whole point about Kevin Bacon, the whole 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, is like everybody knows Kevin Bacon somehow.
True.
Mm-hmm. Think about
Well, I don't know if that's true. Is that really true? I just said that.
We're making it.
Anyways.
True. Anyway, happy May.
Happy May. Happy May 4th, Happy May 5th, and Happy May 7th.
You skipped the 6th, but I just
Well,
want
the
everybody
6th is
to
a
know
Monday,
we
so.
are going to have a station holiday this month. We are going to have Memorial Day. That's
On
going to be May
27th.
So the station's going to be closed. Hey, you know what we're going to do?
Hey, KPFA, what are we going to do?
Me and all the interns, we're going to be doing some special highlights of veterans for Memorial Day during the news headlines time because we take the day off for that day. News takes the day off.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing some special highlights that day. Look forward to it. Some great audio of veterans that we can spotlight. Special veterans, like unsung, forgotten, overlooked.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to look forward to that on May 27th.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. Okay. Now, next,
Mm-hmm.
the LSB Board Meeting.
Yes.
That's your favorite. You're going to be there,
Dun,
right?
dun, dun. The LSB Board Meeting. I will be there. I will be there.
Yeah?
Yes. So it's going to be on May 18th. That's going to be not this coming Saturday. It is next Saturday.
Okay.
And it's going to be the local station board town hall where they're going to have a moment in the town hall that's going to be available for everyone in the public to participate in public comment. So if anyone's interested in letting the local station board know about the station, their love for it, anything that needs to be addressed, change, things that you want to support more of, whatever your comments are, go to the local station board meeting on May 18th for the town hall.
Nice.
Yes.
And you're going to be there.
I'm looking forward to hearing all the positive comments and all of the feedback that could be constructive.
Negative comments.
Well, some negative comments can be constructive. We'll just say that.
Complainers. Complainers.
We'll just say that people are passionate about their radio station and
That's
they
good.
want to see it survive for the next 75 years.
I love this very diplomatic
Remember, you
jargon that you have.
could always get a nugget of something helpful from any comment.
This is true.
Right.
This is true.
What nuggets are we going to get next?
I don't know. I hope they're gold nuggets.
Well, speaking about
'Cause
nuggets.
I think we've been getting poopy nuggets.
That's too bad. Sometimes that
I'm
happens.
here all week.
But we're looking for the gold nuggets.
Gold.
And the
Shiver me
next,
timbers.
the next gold nugget is
It's our 75th anniversary all year still, and we're still
Yeah.
doing events. We got another event.
Yep.
Rebel Airwaves. This one's going to be a KPFA history with Liam O'Donoghue. This is going to be Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Do you know who Liam O'Donoghue is?
Do I know? Yes, I do know. Do
Yes,
you know?
I do know. I've actually been to one of his speeches before, his lectures. They're pretty nice. He's got good visuals.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, he's got good
Yeah.
visuals, great storytelling. I like it. I enjoy it. East Bay Yesterday. He is the host of this show. Great show. And I think the speaking event that I went to, it was like a special East Bay Yesterday, and it was great. He gave all this history on like East Bay, Berkeley in particular, a lot of like, and not just like watered down, like really just like these things happened here. Really great, authentic. It was great. I kind of am blown away because I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Where does he get all this like stuff? And that's his thing, his passion. He loves to find all the history about the East Bay. Yeah. So we're gonna have him for a speaking event, right?
Yep. And if you haven't seen him, I'll agree with mikO here. Hardly do I ever agree.
You always co-sign.
No, but his presentations, they do have a lot of imagery. He talks about stories that you probably would not have heard of. He does a lot of research on them to talk about the history of the Bay Area. And for this one, it's going to be the history about KPFA.
Ooh, which is perfect because we're celebrating 75 years of KPFA. So more history, more information. We love it. Come out and join us Monday, June 3rd. It's going to be at Shotgun Players Playhouse in Berkeley.
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. And, we're also filming it there, too. So we're going to be there. So you might get to meet Liam. It's $100 donation, right? And do they get to meet Liam?
Well, you'll get to see Liam there, and I'm sure he's going to do a cute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to speak for him because I don't know if there's going to be a Q&A. But the last event that I saw, there was a Q&A, and he's going to talk about KPFA's history. So that's going to be wonderful, and we look forward to seeing you there.
And we're going to be there too, so you can see us.
Yes, and again, it's going to be for $100 donation. Just go to KPFA.
Wait, $400 or for $800?
It's going to be for a $100 donation.
Okay.
If you would like to give $400, that'd be great too. But to do that, just go to kpfa.org. And make a donation to KPFA for one of those tickets.
I love it. That sounds great. Okay.
All right.
All right. Next up here, I want everybody to know that starting next month, maybe you guys were following us on social media and you saw that we did a little thing at a winery. But so starting on first Fridays of each month, KPFA, we are going to gather with the Community Plus, our neighbors at Hammerling Wines and Brock Cellars in Berkeley to host a block party from 3 to 8 p.m. It's going to have music, local artisans, rotating food pop-ups, and it's going to have music provided by the amazing KPFA DJ Mike Biggs, and he's also going to invite some other guests. So you can come out, have some music, just kick it with KPFA. I think we're going to have to go there and hang out sometimes. It's like a nice Friday. Maybe we could do that on one of the Fridays that you're here in the office late, and I'm just like, it's after 2 p.m. Why are you still here? Let's go.
Oh, because it's on Friday.
Yes, let's go to this first Friday event.
Yes, first Friday.
Yeah.
And the next one's going to be on June 7th from 3 to 8 p.m. For anyone out there who loves KPFA's music, Mike Biggs does a show called I Have That Tape. And then also, I'm not sure who the guest DJ is, but I guess he'll let us know.
He's probably going to have like a bunch of rotating DJs here from actually the station and other from the community at large. So Mike is super into the music. He's really actually been working to put this together, and I want you to know Mike Biggs, DJ Mike Biggs, is actually going to come visit us later in the month here on the deck. We've seen Mike Biggs. He actually he hangs out with us sometimes, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm excited because you should have seen what it was like to pull Mike into our little gang here, and now he's just kind of like the guest star this week, guest starring.
We got him in.
Yeah, we got him in. Yeah. So he's definitely going to be really excited. Yeah, there you go. He's going to be excited to talk about this event. So he's going to be there first Fridays. We're going to tell you more about it later in the month.
Yeah, so you'll see KPFA at that event, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Yes. Okay,
right.
Now here's something I'm really, really excited about. Make sure I got the info here right. We got a new show. Now, usually when we tell you we have a new show, we're going to tell you how you listen to it on the station, what day it's going to air, at what time, and that's super great. Our new show, Translated, is actually going to be online.
Ooh.
Oh, we've got somebody. We've
Who's
got a
at the
guest.
door?
Yeah, who's at the door? Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Who's at the door?
Open the door,
Come on in,
please.
come
Let
on
the
in.
person in the door.
Come on in, sit right down. Oh,
Hi there.
There
it's
we
host
go.
Roxanne Elsewhere.
Hi, that was me at the door, and not at a desk 10 feet from the door, working the teleprompter.
Yeah.
Hi,
Roxanne,
everybody. Let me look at the camera.
You like. Okay, we got 3 cameras there. We got one there with our intern Mesty. We got one in the center with the teleprompter. You were working that, and we have one over here off to the side.
Hi, Misty. Hi, Tim. I love you both.
Don't forget EA is in
Don't
the
forget
middle.
EA.
Hey,
Yeah, okay.
I love you too.
Well, just anybody who's curious, we're doing shout-outs to our interns working the
Shout-
cameras, behind the cameras. But Roxy is actually one of our interns here.
Mm-hmm.
She's been really great at editing audio.
Wonderful.
Yes, she's been really great at doing some of the news tech production. So if anybody listens to the 6 p.m. news on Tuesdays, she's the one putting in all of the info and stuff, right?
Excellent.
Okay, but I want to tell you something about Roxy that we've noticed. If someone gives you like a little onion or an artichoke and you peel it away and you're just like, this gets so interesting the deeper we go down this rabbit hole. Roxy has a really interesting story here. She's very funny around the station. She has all these quips. I think we usually ask like random questions, and for some reason, she always, I want to say 92% of the time, she knows the answer.
How do you know 92% of the time? How do you feel about 92% of the time,
Because I don't want to put
Roxy?
too much pressure on you saying that you know it all the time.
99.
But I will say I have as yet to come across a time that we've asked some random question and you didn't have some bit of information for it.
So you know that I'm gonna look really dumb here because I'm quoting Game of Thrones, but I didn't actually get into it. But you know how there's that one character from Game of Thrones, Peter Dinklage plays him.
Oh, yeah.
I've
I
never
drink
seen
and
it,
I know
so-
things.
Okay, he was a Lannister, yeah.
Yeah, Tyrion Lannister. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I drink and I know things.
Okay.
So, about like February of this year, I stopped drinking. So now, basically, all I do to have fun is I make music and then I go on Wikipedia and I read Wikipedia articles.
Okay, I'm with that.
Wonderful.
You know, now that he tells me that, I need to tell that to our operations manager. No, our
Yeah.
operations manager, Jose, because
Jose.
when chat AI bots to chat GPT came out,
Yeah.
we were talking about like the different ways that we use it and stuff like
Okay.
that. And Jose was telling me, yeah, sometimes I like to just kind of put in some type of philosophical question and see what it comes up
See
with
what
that.
the-
So I'm like,
the
I think
answers are.
we can add that to your box of toys that you can
Yeah.
go hang out with and get more information. But Roxy here. Roxy here is the host of our new show called Translated. It's going to be online only.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Let's
What?
go back a little bit.
What?
When people say a box of toys, are they talking about the tools in your toolkit?
Yeah.
That's what that means? I just thought it was
Roxy, is
about-
that what that means? Roxy
I like
says yes.
I like playing with my tools and working with my toys. Wait, does that sound
Okay, hold on.
inappropriate?
No, okay.
Yes, your box of toys, your
Box of
toolbox.
toys, the
Yeah,
toolbox,
yeah,
your
yeah.
toolkit,
Okay.
your toolkit,
You know,
okay.
maybe that joke only like.
Was that a joke? I was just asking a serious question.
Okay, well, I
Well,
feel
anywho,
like
let's
that
go
bit of information only really lands with people who maybe had toy boxes as children. I had a big toy
Yeah.
box, and I was just like, oh, yeah, open it up. Let me get here. I got my workspace. I got Imagination Station here. I
Yeah.
do it.
Well, okay, you know what we need to do? We need to invite the music programmers for the show A Box of Toys and ask them, what does that actually mean?
I think
There
they
you
would say
go.
the same thing. I've seen
Yeah,
some of their
okay.
images, and it's just like a box with like a toy coming.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
pulling out like, we've got all kinds of bits.
Anyways,
anyway,
I derailed it long enough.
you did.
Let's
You
go.
interrupted. I'm trying to tell you about Roxy's new show, which is online. You're
Well,
not
let's have
going to hear
Roxy
it.
tell about the show.
Hold on. I got to set her up.
All right.
Okay. It's going to be online. It's going to be online only, so you're not going to be listening to it on the radio station just yet. Who knows how that would change in the future. But
Who knows?
if you guys tune into our social media, Facebook at KPFA 94.1, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and you at KPFA Radio, and you check out some of our live streams, our posts, you will see Roxy's really, really amazing clips. They're fun. We actually started doing this because I was watching Roxy's just kind of your basic social media. Tell me about the stuff you were putting on your social media just before I asked you to start doing this.
So I remember one of the videos that you saw that I really didn't expect you to react to, but you really liked. I was listening to some old school Memphis rap. It was a rapper called The Something Lady J. I don't remember what her adjective was, but the adjective Lady J. Okay. And I kept hearing this word Anna, a slang word that I hadn't heard before. So I put out a call to my Instagram feed saying, hey, what does Anna mean, everyone? And this is the type of thing that I do all the time. I think about words like this all the time. If you've never heard people say the word Anna before, by the way, here's what I learned. So it comes from animosity.
Okay.
Animosity.
Okay, great. This is
It's
great.
it's like beef.
Okay.
You got
Oh,
beef
yes.
with
Okay.
some Anna.
Okay.
You got beef with somebody.
Oh,
It's
we got Anna.
animosity between each other.
We got Anna up in here.
But
okay.
but but apparently it also just means cocaine. So there's that.
Oh, we don't have
Okay,
that
okay.
kind of Anna. We don't have
We-
that.
we
FCC,
don't have
FCC.
that.
We're not doing that Anna here.
Sit
Okay.
it next to my boss.
So
All right.
cool. So you're interested. So some of the jargon that's being used out there that piques some interest. You want to find out more, and that's what the.
I really love jargon. I really love history and the history of words and language and how it changes, how it transforms over use. I'm also transgender. I should probably put that out for the audience. If you're wondering why a person who looks like this is named Roxanne, I picked it myself. Thank you.
And I think you look hot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Fierce all the time. I love it.
I
tell us
don't
more.
know how to react to my boss calling me hot on.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think we
But,
do that. We don't do
um,
that. We do not do that
but
here.
I,
You see this?
um,
You see this? You
I
try
think
to
I'm very
compliment
cool.
somebody.
You give a compliment, but
You try to compliment somebody and tell a gorgeous lady she looks good here on our show here on the deck because we support people feeling their most beautiful selves.
Anyways, you're wonderful, Roxanne.
mikO, I feel so supported by you.
Aw.
And like, hey, nope. I'm not being sarcastic. Don't do like a goofy sound effect here.
Yeah.
I'm so appreciative of this opportunity. I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm so happy that you believed in this. And yeah, I think that a lot of KPFA's audience will really learn something new and benefit from hopefully what I bring to the table.
Yes.
Do you want to run the clip?
I
And
do. Let's give them a sample. Let's play a sample.
This is what I do.
Hello everyone, Roxanne elsewhere here. I got the bisexual lighting on me, and that means it's time for another episode of Translated. Let's talk about words. What do words mean? What is cis? Is it a slur? If it was a slur, my boss would get really mad at me for saying it on KPFA TikTok. It's not a slur. Let's calm down and talk about it. As you can see from my very detailed and not at all chicken scratchy notes, cis is a Latin prefix that means same-sided, while trans means opposite-sided. Ancient Roman geographers, for example, would distinguish between cis-alpine and trans-alpine Gaul, talking about neighboring countries. In 1994, graduate researcher Dana DeFoss was constructing a survey for trans women, and she realized that she did not have a particular English word to describe women unlike herself who were not transgender. Taking a page from her chemistry classes, where she studied cis and trans isomers of molecules, Dana coined the term cisgender to describe women who were assigned female at birth. Follow for part 2, where we're going to talk about why this word is useful and why it gets some cis people so honking mad.
I love it.
Wonderful.
That was
Thank
great.
you so much.
That was
Thank you
great.
so much.
They're really good. You know what? That's just like yes, thank you, total applause. That's just a sample of kind of how Roxy will kind of go hard on explaining a word.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, did you take Latin in like high school or something like that?
I did not. No. Oh, can I tell my language story though?
Okay. Okay.
So my first language. This is like the family myth about why I've always been good with words. My first language was actually Mandarin Chinese.
Okay.
I was raised for about the first 2 or 3 years of my life by an ayi. That's Mandarin for nanny, everybody. And my ayi spoke mostly Mandarin to me. My mom would be around, and she mostly spoke English, but mom knew a little Mandarin too, so the baby would talk to her in Mandarin, and she was like, oh, my kid's talking to me. Okay, yeah, ni hao.
Nice.
And then when I was about 2.5 or 3, my IE moved to Canada. I forgot all but about 5 words of Mandarin Chinese, which is a problem that I still have, even though I have more Mandarin-speaking family now. But I got very good at English very fast.
Okay, that's good. That's great. Are there any other languages you study or?
I've studied Spanish, and at one point I was comfortable enough to have conversations working food service with my Spanish-speaking coworkers, so I would be able to be like, Alicia, tenemos más zanahorias en el walk-in? And Alicia would be like, sí, yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
good.
great. That's great. Yeah. No, actually, yeah, I took Spanish in middle school for 1 year. And then I think when I got to high school, I took Spanish too my freshman year, but then I ended up switching to French. But I will say that when I graduated from college, I did have a bunch of like random jobs like in food service and stuff. So I did learn some like to pick up like some extra Spanish so I could like be more efficient as a worker.
Yeah.
But over time, I did actually, I had a job at an after school program. And a lot of the students there had just immigrated here from like Mexico and Central and South America. So that was also at the same time I was living in this house that was owned by a family. They had a taqueria. They were this Mexican family. They had a taqueria. And so I got all this like kind of quick Spanish immersion where I'm just like, I'm not the strongest Spanish speaker. I won't say that, but I can convey what I need to say. I've been told I kind of speak like a 2-year-old. And I do regularly make people laugh with the stuff that I say. And I don't think they're laughing at me. I think they're just shocked that I know that word, because I will have people say, you do actually have a really big vocabulary for Spanish speakers. So I'm totally into that.
Yeah.
You can speak Spanish.
I can speak enough, so I'll probably be like maybe like a grade school, maybe middle school level, I would say.
Okay, look
Probably.
at you. Fancy.
There we go.
It's grade school,
We'll just
middle
say
school
that.
level. Okay, so
Yeah.
we got
for everyone out there, translated is not going to be in Espanol.
you know what?
is it?
I'm gonna throw a flag on that.
That it could be in
Give me
Espanol?
Give me a wrong, Jess. There we go. I'm gonna say.
My boss says I'm learning Spanish. Everybody.
No, I'm
Great
not saying
news.
you're learning Spanish. I'm just saying you're going to be teaching us words that I feel like you're going to find that there are going to be words that are just like, this is rooted in French. This is rooted in Spanish. This is the Latin base of this word. So I would say we shouldn't limit ourselves.
But it's not going to be in Spanish.
You know,
That's what I'm
last,
saying.
last year
Unless
I
you
had
want
a
it to be.
really interesting conversation with one of the Latina coworkers that I had, because I noticed a sticker on her there. I don't know what pronouns this person's going by right now, but I'm going to go with her because it was accurate at the time.
Okay.
And I got to pick something. So she had a water bottle that said, "Proud to be a non-binary filmmaker." And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you were non-binary. And one of the things that she told me was that actually she felt that she had a really hard time connecting with or expressing that kind of identity in in Spanish and to her Spanish-speaking and like Mexican-American fan. Well, she was Guatemalan. I shouldn't call her Mexican. That's really racist. But she couldn't talk about gender stuff in the same way with her Guatemalan family because Spanish is such a highly gendered language.
It really
I thought
is.
that was really interesting. And then a couple of months after me and that person went our separate ways, I talked to another non-binary person whose first language was Spanish, and they were just like, "What the heck? No, yeah, I'm Latin. I'm not Latino. I'm not Latina. I'm Latin."
Okay.
That's the thing for it. So I was like, okay, well, people are experimenting with how to make that stuff work, and I don't know a whole lot about it, and maybe I'm not the best person to talk about it because I'm white. But hey, like, if you're not white and you're trans and you want to tell me how to talk about it in Spanish, email me and I will book you.
Oh,
Excellent.
Wait a minute. So how do we email you then? What's your email? Be careful because you put it out there. Somebody's going to message you.
That's correct. So I'm actually about to make a Instagram page, Roxy is Elsewhere, so that all of you can appreciate my not trans-related video content, but I can still have a private feed to vent and freak out on, because sometimes I wake up from a night of nightmares and I just want to post some angry stuff about it on Instagram, and I don't need my boss to read it necessarily. But if you want to be interviewed for Translated and you're willing to share your like gender perspective, your journey, especially people who are, people who do not fit stereotypes of transness. So like The magic word for me is I'm a non-passing trans person. I'm a woman who puts no effort into looking like it. A lot of stereotypes of trans people are very white, and I would really love to talk to some non-white transgender people about their gender experience. Hopefully, my one friend will get back to me. But since he hasn't yet, you can be my new friend who gets back to me. And you can email R. Valkenburg. That's V like Victor, A-L-K-E-N like Nancy, B like boy, U-R-G-H at kpfa.org. And I will get back to you at the earliest possible time that I can, try to get you into the station, and we can have some conversations.
That was fire.
Excellent.
That was fire. I love it. Roxy's so great. That was really, really great. Okay, Roxy.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh, yeah, great. So, again, everybody, you can watch Roxy's clips and stuff online. They're on our social media. They're also here on our video stuff. And I'm thinking we're going to probably have Roxy come back because we're going to need her to explain some more words. So we're hoping Roxy can come back next month for the June announcement, and then you'll have a new word for us then.
I am already so excited. Thank you.
Okay,
Excellent.
great. All right, so now that we've done all that, I think it's time to go on to the herb of the month. Roxy, do you want to introduce what our herb of the month is? Go for it.
Yeah, we have... can I spoil it? Can I tell them?
Yeah, you just read that right there.
All right, our herb of the month is going to be Hawthorn for May. Let's roll that clip and hear about Hawthorn.
Hi, this is Sarah Holmes, host of the Herbal Highway on KPFA Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with your herb of the month. Hello, I'm Sarah Holmes with your herb of the month. I am co-producer along with our founder, Karen Sanders, and one of our team of hosts of the Herbal Highway, which airs on Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on KPFA Radio. Welcome to May. May herb of the month is Hawthorn. And why I chose Hawthorn for this month is tending to our hearts is always in season. And Hawthorn is all about tending to our hearts on all levels. We use the leaf, the flower, and the berry of this plant, both fresh or dry, and it has a pretty neutral temperature. This is a plant that is an amazing tonic, and a lot of people can safely take it. I'll mention a few contraindications or folks who shouldn't take it in a few minutes. But the main thing I want you to know and understand is that Hawthorn is an amazing heart tonic. It actually nourishes the heart muscle itself. It increases the flow of blood to the heart, which is also part of how it increases function and aids in function. I'll pause for the dog. So Hawthorn is building up deficiency, and it also tones down excess. So it helps with both hypotension, low blood pressure, as well as hypertension, high blood pressure. It's a mild coronary vasodilator. So again, it's increasing that blood flow to the heart muscle itself so it can function better. And so prevention, this is the time to think about prevention. Even if you do not have heart disease, even if you do not have high blood pressure, there's a good chance it runs in your family. It's the #1 killer in the United States. So there is a good chance that you have heart disease in your family. It doesn't mean that you will have it, but it does mean that Hawthorn could be a really good tonic and a really good ally for you and your loved ones to take. Also, Hawthorn is nice, brings circulation to the entire torso. And because it is neutral in temperature, I think about Hawthorn sometimes when we want to increase pelvic circulation, and a lot of people's go-to is ginger, which does a beautiful job at this. However, ginger is very heating and it's too hot for a lot of people. So Hawthorn will do something similar by increasing the flow of blood throughout the entire torso. So this includes the pelvic area as well. Place where a lot of people have tension, where there's holding of trauma, and it's a place that oftentimes needs more circulation. There can be stagnation there as well. Hawthorn also helps to clear heat. It can help with sweaty hands, red face, all those indications that maybe there's too much heat in the body. Hawthorn also helps to reduce cholesterol, helps to reduce arteriosclerosis, or that buildup of plaque in the blood vessels. And it's really high in bioflavonoids, especially the berries. The berries are delicious. And they're a beautiful red color. But before you bite into one, understand that the pit takes up about, I would say, over half of the size of the berry. So there's a large pit, there's just a little bit of flesh to the berry. And while it makes a delicious tea, texture-wise, it might not be for everyone because it's a bit of a mealy texture of the flesh of the berry when it's fresh. But it's good to try, it's good to taste and understand that. And emotionally, Hawthorn also helps us to express our emotions. It attunes us to our heart, so it helps us to make mindful choices and help us with presence, which is very important for everything in our lives, for every moment of every day. So contraindications, I said I would tell you. For some people who have low blood pressure, Hawthorn can take your blood pressure down further. That doesn't happen for everyone, so it is worth trying, but be mindful of that. And people who are taking medications for high blood pressure other than diuretics. So if you're just taking a diuretic, you can safely take Hawthorn. If you are taking a calcium channel blocker or beta blocker, then unfortunately you're not able to take Hawthorn, and I might recommend something like motherwort as a heart tonic or schizandra as a heart tonic, which you can safely take with those medications. If you'd like to listen in our archives on kpfa.org to some related episodes, November 23rd of 2021, Renee Camilla interviewed Dr. Deborah Francis on Hawthorn, so it's a whole episode on Hawthorn. And in May of 2020, the three of us, Renee, Emiliano, and myself, did a three-part series on the heart, focusing on mind, body, and spirit in different episodes. So Hawthorn is absolutely talked about then as well. So there you have it. May Herb of the Month is Hawthorn. Enjoy. So if you'd like to listen to more of the Herbal Highway, you can find archives at kpfa.org and on some of your favorite streaming podcast platforms. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Herbal Highway. If you'd like to follow me, Sarah Holmes, one of the hosts of The Herbal Highway, you can follow me at Blue Otter School. Renee Camilla can be found at La Yerba Buena Herbs, and Emiliano Lemos can be found at Trans Herbalist. And check out KPFA, our home since 1997, on Facebook at KPFA 94.1, or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. We hope to see you soon.
Oh,
Excellent. And that's
That was
from our
great.
friends from the Herbal Highway that plays on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock.
Herbal Highway has always been supportive of On the Deck, so
Mhm.
we want to say thank you to them. That's really great. And also, we do have a playlist up of all of their herbs of the month, going
Mhm.
back to last year. So,
Thank you, Sarah, and everybody else.
yes, thank you, Sarah, Karen, Renee, Emiliano.
Hmm So I'm thinking, if I had a mealy hawthorn berry, would I be more emotional?
I
wonder.
keep thinking about the part where they say that it's it's for high blood pressure, if you have high blood, it's good for the heart. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
No, but
why
that's
why
one-
would it make you emotional?
No, there was one takeaway about
Really?
getting in touch with your emotions.
And then I would say that that's good. I think
Yeah.
if we can take natural from the earth substances that are legal
Or maybe just
that help us become more touchy-feely, I always think that's a good thing.
touchy-feely. All right. Can we be touchy-feely with this? What is the next thing that happens on this show?
I believe it's that special time. You know what we do. Get ready. Antonio, what time is it?
It's time for the donor highlight. All right. That donor.
You're killing me, Jess.
What happened? What happened?
You know why I'm hurt by that in particular? We got him a whole brand new toy where all he has to do is press the button. Let's do this again. Jess, are you ready?
What time is it?
And he said he's not even ready. You don't have it on. You don't have it on the button.
It's time for the donor highlight.
Hit the cricket button.
Oh, something. Okay. But anyways, we'll move on. Oh. Technical problems. Technical problems.
Let's try it again. I think they
Technical problems.
What time is it, Antonio?
It is time for the donor highlight.
Technical problems. The interns say that there are technical problems. That's third times. We're not doing it again. We just like fools.
Third time's a charm. We're gonna go move forward.
They're the crickets.
There
we
go.
We got crickets. All right.
Anywho, what we want to do, we want to thank.
We want to thank Edward Vander Clute from San Rafael.
From San Rafael.
San Rafael.
Well, they pronounce it San Rafael, even though it's San Rafael. But anyways, thank you, Edward Vander Clute.
Thank you so much. We'll go back and put a little highlight sound effect in there. We can do it. Remember, we made it. We can do it. Just do it.
Oh, yes, right.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
You could at least done it with me.
No, you were supposed to start off with, what time is it?
Oh.
We were supposed to go from the beginning.
Oh, we were just doing the sound effect. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Anyways, we don't have the... We're going to keep moving forward. What you could do is you can follow us on social media, and you could be like Edward and support your listener-sponsored radio station by supporting us during our fund drive that's happening this month. Go to kpfa.org or listen to us on the radio and give us a call and make a donation today. But that being said, you can find us on social media at Facebook on KPFA 94.1, on Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.tv. Is there anything that I'm missing?
At KPFA Radio. Oh, we're on Threads now.
And on Threads at KPFA Radio. And we want to give a special thanks to our production team and our interns. First, to the maestro in the back who makes sure that we start on time, Peter Stickney. Also to Jess Hutchison, Clayton Peterson, Mesty Thomas, EA, Roxy Van Volkenberg. Did I say that right? I hope I did. Tim Brown and Paul Garber to help make this a success. Yeah. And to our engineer, Kai Gustafson, who helps make sure that the sound is up to par.
Yes, we're amazing. We're a great team here. We've been developing for so long. It's growing really well. We've got guest stars who come. We had a celebrity. We've got an extra show now. People start playing the music that the show is over when I'm still talking. Keep it going.
Because we're going.
You might as well do it. We are ending. But again, my name is mikO Tolliver. I'm here with our interim general manager, Mr. Antonio Ortiz.
And we'll see you next week.
We will see you next week. But have a good May. There we go.
All right.
We're almost at